excuse.
She was working. They wouldn't let her out. We were just...
Thank you for coming.
Thank you. No, it just literally got in from Long Island.
Hi, how you doing?
And that explains the empty chair. Because it wasn't that we were trying to separate these two people.
That was the spirit of William Paley.
Yes. And we were waiting for a dramatic entrance, which, But so now that you're here.
Continue, please.
It was
actually a good segue, really.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, we were speaking about the scene in the episode where we discovered the decision that is made at the firm between the two young associates and sort of the impact that had on everybody while they were filming
Which nobody knows the outcome.
No, it's a total spoiler. Yeah.
Could you imagine? Because you were like, well, that.
Yes.
But we were just saying how emotionally it was a very emotional day for all of us.
It was. I texted Julianna the day after, and I said, I went out to dinner with my husband after we shot that day, and I said, why am I in this heavy mood? It just stayed. It just stayed. Because the bonding, I think, among the set has been so deep and rich, and it just transmogrifies into, in the best way.
Yeah.
What's that word mean?
Transmogrify. It just goes
Good
back
word,
and forth.
baby. Good word.
See what it's like, what my days are like.
Because really wanted to ask you about was like two words, Gary Cole, and how much fun that is, right?
Yeah.
We're working together. He's a total joy, and I'm so glad they keep writing that into the show, because it's...
Y'all are filming the finale right now, is that right?
Yes.
But I'm not saying anything.
Yes, we're filming the finale right now.
All right.
Yes, we are.
And
a lot of stuff happens.
Things take shape.
Well, so Gary Cole, is he back for the finale? Or that's another one, right?
Well,
what can we talk about?
What I do want to talk about is what...
We can talk about it.
When he comes in, because we've seen him now twice, I think, so far on the show, and him coming in, it brought out a different side in Diane, a very girlish, giggly, funny side.
Oh, it was such a gift to me as an actress.
Mm-hmm.
It was such a gift, because so many people, you're so mean on her, you're so serious, and I was just hoping that I could show another side, and then in walks this guy who's a ballistics expert, and I'm like, God, as an actor, you just long to just show different colors. You don't want to be just one thing, and he was a great gift, because he's such a talented guy. He's got so much presence, and he's sexy, and he's a great... I hope he's around forever.
But it's such an interesting... It's what Matt was saying about him being on shrooms, and being able to show a different side of that character. But what I mean, as a viewer of their scenes together, one of the things that I love so much is that he's a hardcore Republican. And I always think when I see James Carvell and his wife Mary.
Yeah.
So like, how do you sit at the same table? I mean, it's so. You're raising children.
No one else will have them.
That's very. That descends from. It feels like it writes away from what network television would presumably be.
And again, and it's one's first reaction to a certain character. You don't expect it to go that straight. But there was a sense, Christine, when you were presented the role, it could have been such the stereotypical, the ice queen in the office kind of a thing, undercutting the protege who she felt threatened by or something like that. So having that come along, it undercuts that cliche. But you really hadn't been that way. I mean, again, this firm doesn't really operate by the rules of a normal law show, it seems to me.
No, but I just think the writers are so kind of brilliant at taking the audience one way, and you think it's going to go one way, and then it goes another, and that's, the best thing you can do as a writer or an actor is surprise an audience, I think, and they always do. Every week I'm like, wow, didn't see that coming.
So in that regard, do you think that that little relationship with the McVeigh character can be saved despite Diane's liberal guilt eating at her? as we saw.
I
in the
think,
dining
you know,
scene.
as you saw in that one episode where you thought she walked out, but then she had a few Chardonnays, and then you find out in the courtroom that they actually did. I think a few Chardonnays, you know, get over those political humps.
Season finale. Diana, the teabagging party or whatever.
No, tea party.
I want to see that.
We're either going to get invited back every week or never again, and I can't decide which it is right now at this point.
I'm actually going to tell you what happens at the end of Lost by the end of this.
Seriously,
I'm going to screw everything up for you.
do you know that? Because I
I
really
do.
want to know.
Mad Men too. It's all coming up.
Oh, man. I want to know about that.
I'm waiting. Yeah. One thing I really admire about The Good Wife is that as it has progressed during this first season, it's kind of built a world. It keeps bringing people into the world that I think add to the show. I wanted to bring up a couple of the people who've come into the show since, especially in the last half of the season, and just get, any of you want to comment on what you think the character's bringing or anything about playing with these characters, because as they come back, you look forward to them coming back. I think one who's actually joined relatively full-time is Alan Cumming, is that right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So that would be our goal. So what did that bring, and what is that like to have him on set?
I mean, we have an embarrassment of riches. I mean, the casts that come in every week, and as you said, the people that keep occurring are now Alan's going to be a series regular. It's amazing. I mean, it ups all of our games. I mean, I can speak for myself. I'm sure everybody feels the same way. It's just we feel blessed. It makes it so much fun to not only like look forward to reading the script and what's going to happen to all the characters, but also who's going to be, you know, whose name's going to be on that call sheet when it gets emailed to you, and so which person, maybe someone I've seen in plays, and just this wonderful group of actors that live here in New York that we get to draw from on a week-in, week-out basis. I mean,
And like Martha Plimpton. I mean, to have her come back. I mean, the first episode was one way, the second one with the baby and using the baby. I mean, that's just fun to see these people come back.
yeah,
into the
it's
world
fun.
of the show.
I think, you know, like I said, we have some of the most amazing actors in the country here, and Robert and Michelle get to see them come in, do their stuff, and be inspired by it, and write more for it. And these people keep getting to come back. Dennis O'Hare, Joe Morton,
Peter Riegert.
God, I mean, we could go on and on.
Kate Burton. It's
Burton.
crazy who we
Every
get to
week.
work with.
Every week.
But we're in the, you know, for the theater mecca of the United States. So we literally are drawing on the richest actor pool that there is. And not to put LA down, but these people are people I've been going to see the theater, you know, for years to watch them. And they're coming on our show, grateful that we shoot in New York. So it's a very lovely atmosphere to be in.
And The Good Wife has been able to creep into playbills too. If you're reading, you
Has
know,
it?
yeah, you know, it's there. Yeah,
Oh,
people
yeah,
have made
yeah,
it work.
yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah,
yes.
right.
Exactly.
Tony Golden doing Promises.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, the ones who brag that they've never been on Law and Order, but they'll put in The Good Wife.
We're
now.
going to
It'll be
become the
good.
new
Yes,
Law and
exactly.
Order.
Exactly. We can hope. We can definitely hope. Thank you, and thank you.
you.
Thank you. Yeah.